Hey guys, welcome. It's April Schluter of The Cheerful Mind, and it is the week of September 26th, 2016, and here is your tip of the week. Lately, I've been talking a lot about setting goals, and so I wanted to share a goal of mine, which was recently accomplished, which was writing my very, very first book. And this was not an easy process, but it was actually a lot of fun. I've never written anything, I think, more than 10 pages before, a 10-page paper. So putting the manuscript together was, 120 pages, which will probably come out to 160 pages or so for my book, but it's just a huge accomplishment. So I kind of wanted to share a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff that was going on in terms of being able to accomplish this goal. And I know it's not completely over because I still have to get the book published, and that will definitely happen, but just wanted to share about the writing process a little bit. So there were three things that really helped me get through this process. And number one was really being connected to why I wanted to write the book. I actually share it in the book on why I decided I wanted to write a book. So maybe I'll just save that for you guys to read when you get there. But it was more of a process of really just being able to talk about my business and who I am and what I do, and talk about my journey, because I've learned a lot of things along the way that I think that a lot of people could learn from and can resonate with. So just to put that on paper was really, really cool. But number one was that commitment and drive to actually accomplishing it and getting it done, because I really want to just help people. So number two, I got a lot of support here. Number one support was my editor, who I worked with on this project for the last 11 months. She's actually the only person who's read the manuscript so far, and I haven't shared it with my husband, so that's going to be interesting when he finally reads it. But she was my biggest support in getting things done. And I also, if you guys have been following my journey on this book, I did that 30 Days of Hustle by Jon Acuff. He was, that community was there for a couple of the chapters. So really using support to get me through this thing was essential. And number three was implementing a goal setting process when I first had this book idea and putting it into fruition. And I'm not actually going to have all the time to talk about this goal setting process because it actually takes long. And I'm actually going to have a webinar in a couple weeks. So you should definitely check that out if you're following me. It's on October 6th is that first webinar. But this goal setting process really, really helps me tune in and get through this. It's not easy to write a book. I know a lot of people take, years sometimes to write books, and I did it in 11 months. And I really attribute a lot of it to this goal setting process. So I think it's something I definitely want to share with all of you, because it can be applied to any goal, not just writing a book. It can be literally applied to anything. But it definitely helped me get through the last 11 months. I also wanted to share, what I would do if or when I write another book, because I actually did share a new idea for a potential second book with my editor, and she actually thought it was really, really intriguing and interesting. So I'm going to have to explore that a little bit more. But the two things that I will do next time around is, one, put together a more realistic timeline. I thought that writing wasn't going to be as hard as it was. And as I was going through the process, I really had to think about my writing a little bit more and just how to write better throughout the process. So that definitely slowed me down. And then just life got in the way multiple times. And the second thing that I want to make sure before I dive into another book is to really make sure I have all of my priorities in check. So, a lot of times I was super, super busy and stressed and trying to write this book, and it didn't need to be that stressful. But, I signed myself up for one too many things. Again, being the overcommitted person who coaches overcommitted people, I still struggle with it on my own. And I think I say that a lot. So I know the struggle is real, but to just really make sure that I reflect beforehand a little bit more than I did last time on what my priorities are and the things that I want to make sure are in place before I dive into another process like this. So just thought I'd share those things. And again, if you guys are interested in the webinar, I'll actually throw the link to the webinar in the description of this video, just so that you can check it out if you want to sign up for it and learn that process. It's really, really important. And, accomplish your goals. If you need help accomplishing your goals, reach out to me, because I love helping people get stuff done in a fun way too. So, all right, that's your tip of the week this week. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.